Welcome to Faithful Film Fanatic.
You
Today we
have to guess Jertaker.
How's it going?
it's going good as we review.
Scary movie.
So right before we started recording, you were telling me a little bit about your thoughts of this movie, and you're kind of defending it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But the only thing is, like, I do like the scary movie series. This one, I don't prefer this one. But I can't say I really wanted to walk away while watching it. But at the same time, too, it's not one I would choose to watch.
All right. So I'm just curious. I haven't seen any of the scary movies except for this one, and because this is the only one I've watched, I have a very low expectation of the series. But I'm guessing they're all like dumb parodies of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of them take like a certain sort of horror or scary movie, and they try to make like a parody of it. And the thing is with some of them though, it was directed a lot better. Like I feel like the first one was just kind of like a little bit sloppy and all over the place, and I wasn't too fond of it. And like they had a lot of great like actors in it, but I feel like they weren't used in the right, for with as much potential, I would say, as they have. Like those actors have a lot of potential to make really great, acting scenes and great, being great movies and all that stuff. And they had so many of them, but it still wasn't. It didn't fulfill, like, I think, certain people's expectations. I mean, maybe some people, but I don't know. But I just think like that group of people could have been a lot better if the movie was directed differently.
All right.
What's your opinions on it?
My opinion on the movie is that in short words, complete trash. I mean, when we go watch the movie, there's not a single second of anything that has any originality in it. Most parodies I have watched, the idea of a parody is adding your own twist to that. Like if you listen to Weird Al music, which I listen to him because I think he's funny, all
Mm-hmm.
he does is take song parodies, but he does something different about it. Because
Yeah, true.
what's the idea of watching a parody of something if you're not going to change it at all?
Yeah, if you kind of expect everything to happen, yeah, I agree with that. I totally agree with that actually. And yeah, I mean honestly, yeah, a lot of it was very, very predictable. Very predictable. Like you're going through it and like exactly what's gonna happen throughout like almost the whole thing. And it's just like what's the point in watching something you already know what's going to happen? It's like that's like watching a movie over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, yeah, that'd be great if it's an amazing movie and you always want to look back on it, but like for something that's a parody, usually it's probably going to be for most people a one-time see, walk away from. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
for that, it's some people are going to go and watch it, and then they're going to walk away thinking, I don't know if I want to check out the other ones. And I
Right.
just think that's like that. I don't think that was what they should. I don't know. I feel like they should have spent a little bit more time with a script on that movie and really thought about things that they were doing rather than just kind of like I feel like they just kind of rushed it a bit and they kind of like, oh, we have a bunch of great actors that are going to carry this film, and you don't want to do that, because the actors and like a director and the script and all that stuff, everything makes a movie. So you know what I'm saying? You can't lean towards a certain part of it and expect it to be carried throughout the whole thing because of the one thing being so good. You know what I'm saying? They had a lot of great actors, but that doesn't create a great movie. What creates a great movie is the people who are telling, or who are creating the scenes, or people who are creating, what the script and what they want to be said and what they want those actors to do, and like, and just I don't know, it just was very, I agree, it was very predictable, and it also just was kind of like, I don't know, it's just I feel like they didn't use the actors that they had to their full potential. And it's just like it honestly wasn't a fair go, I feel like, at the scary movies, because I feel like they're not, I can't say the scary movies are like the best movies, but there's some pretty decent ones after that. So it's like, I'm like, for them to do the name like that starting off, I'm like, I didn't like that part.
But you agree, like, first time you watch the movie, it feels like you've watched it like 100 times. The way,
Exactly.
I mean, every little detail is stolen from something else, and they do it so much it loses its comical effect.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, some of the scenes too. I bet you they were supposed to be hilarious, and like, you watch them and you if you have a straight face throughout a whole comedy, you know what I'm saying, or just kind of like, oh, haha, a few things or whatever. It's just like, for a parody, it's supposed to be it's supposed to be like funny, and like, honestly, I kind of think a lot of it was just like, haha, funny, not like actually laughing funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just kind of like, it was more like stupid funny, I guess you could say. But like, at the same time too, like, I feel like they took stupid to the next level.
But that's not a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that is a good thing. But I mean, it depends on, honestly, I think, on people's sense of humor, I would say. And I I would say it's only going to get a few people, the few type of people's sense of humor. The rest is kind of just going to be like, okay, haha.
So you agree that the audience for this film is really small?
Probably, yeah. I would say I don't see a lot of people really getting into, especially the first scary movie at all. Other ones, they did similar things, but I think they were directed better, so they pulled it off better, and I was able to actually be a little bit more intrigued to see what happens next. Versus, all right, what's next? I'm just like, I bet you I'm not gonna expect it. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I think they could have did a lot better.
You were saying that this film was casted well. You just didn't think that the actors didn't have the tools to use what they had all the way to the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, some of those the stars that like that they had in that movie, the actors and all that stuff, they've had some really good roles in other movies and shows and etc. And they're really, really entertaining, and they could carry a whole show or carry a whole movie. And then when they go and throw all these good ones together, it was chaos. So I was just like, and I don't think that was them. I think it was just how it was directed. Because I think that would have a lot of potential having those characters, but I think the directors or whatever were kind of hoping that would carry the movie.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that, because
Yeah.
I thought the choices for the actors, especially Anna Faris, was very terrible.
Really?
I know there's a lot of people that like her, but I don't know. To me, every time I see her on screen, she gets under my skin. I find her really impulsively annoying. I mean,
which one was that? I don't know the names to all of them, but
all right, let's see if I can share my screen with you real quick. Anna Faris.
Oh, okay, yes.
I find her very annoying. I do
Yeah.
not like her at all. I know her from Just Friends, Observe and Report, and Movie 43 and some other stuff. And she is so annoying. I just don't like her.
Have you ever seen the show Mom?
I have not.
Check that out, and you might change your mind.
All right, so if I watch Mom, you think I might change my mind?
Yeah, I think you might change your mind. It's a really good show, actually, and I think it was set up really well, and I feel like it was directed well, and it just it's something you could watch and actually like probably binge watch. It's pretty good, and she's the main character on that with that.
So, do you think that maybe Anna Faris is just one of those actors that just gets typecast in bad movies, but it's actually really
I
good?
I think it is that. I think she's really talented. She's a really good actor and all that stuff. It's just people that put her in movies probably think that, oh, okay, she's a good actor. She's gonna help carry what our idea is, and that's not an actor's job to carry an idea of your goal of what you want your movie or show to be like. That's the director and the script writers that do that. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones who got to execute everything properly and make something really nice. And also, too, whoever's adding in, sound effects and music as well are going to have to, help with that, too. Because you could take a really great filmed, movie or show or video or vlog or whatever you want. And if you don't have proper, like sound to it, it's super boring. So there's so many different things that create something really nice, and everything has to be giving it its all. You know what I'm saying? And you can't throw good like actors into a movie or them playing a character and expect that to carry it. Like it's never gonna work. You need everything to help bring it together. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like the movie is kind of an insult or a little offensive in how dumb the characters are? Or like nobody's really that dumb? Or, I mean,
Yeah,
or
I
like,
mean, honestly, I think they went for that, and which I mean, I guess, like I said, it's a select audience that's gonna really like it. It's like whoever likes stupid funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of like a lot of the things that are like on there is just kind of like really, I don't know. It's just unintelligently funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just because people who like things that are just silly or stupid, that it's kind of like it's almost like a kid's it's almost like a kid's sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you ever like, you know, I, I don't know, like if you watch even like any like movies or shows where there's like, that annoying kid who thinks that like everything's funny. It's like that's the kind of humor they're going for. They're kind of going for just like, you know, really stupid humor. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like I don't know. It's hard to say like how many people would like that. I think it would be only people who really like stupid humor,
right. And
stupidity humor, I should say.
right. And stupidity humor does have a lot of success. And I think stupidity humor probably got real popular with the Three Stooges and then over the
Yeah,
years. But then like movie like Dumb and Dumber and stuff. But I felt
true,
like this was like below that. Like,
true. Well, yeah, because they even have like in a lot of those movies, like or movies or shows or whatever, the people who have that stupid humor or like or play the that stupid humor role or whatever, they tend to at least have somewhat like common sense and somewhat knowledge. They just don't have that much of it. And
right.
like in there, they kind of made it where like zero common sense, zero, like mental level, like it's just below everybody's. And it's just kind of like they did that to like almost every one of the characters, and I feel like it was too overwhelming.
I could be wrong, but I feel like the audience for this movie or this kind of movie is just for people stoned or high. I feel like that's the only way to enjoy this movie.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, probably because I don't really think much people that are just wanting to watch a good comedy are gonna go and choose the first scary movie. But hey, if that's the type of comedy for you, then hey, shoot, have fun with that. But like, I don't know, I could choose many other movies that are better comedies, and like they were just executed properly and directed well, and have just as good of actors. So I mean, like, I don't know, I just wasn't, I wasn't like 100% disappointed, but I wasn't pleased. So I just kind of like, I was kind of like, but I'm a little bit below mutual because I don't really want to go watch that movie. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something I would say, yeah, let's just go watch this movie today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just kind of like, there's better. Like,
Right.
I'll choose something, almost like I'd choose a lot more things over than that,
Um, how that's really all I can really think of the film because there's just not really. I didn't feel like there's really a lot of intelligence or really stuff to talk about other than just saying the same thing. So I was just curious, how's your music coming along?
Pretty good actually. I got some songs with some pretty big artists and stuff like that. That are coming soon, and then I got a lot of I got a lot of stuff coming actually, and I'm about to be the one song that I'm working on is going to be featured on MTV, so that's pretty awesome, and I also got a few remixes coming soon to some songs, and I'm probably going to be doing animated music videos to those because I'm not gonna wouldn't really do like a I would either do that or do like an animated lyric video or something like that. But yeah, so I mean, I got a lot of stuff coming. There's some features, some solos, some collaborations, albums, EPs. I'm still working on some of the stuff that I talked about last time. I tend to take a lot longer than I think the majority of artists because I'm really focusing on a lot of the great details to make something a work of art versus something that you just throw out to get people's reaction. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of artists that believe in the amount of stuff that they're dropping versus me who believes in more of the quality of stuff that I'm dropping. So if I have 10 songs and only 2 are good, to me that's a fail. Versus some people that they'll take like 2 years on a song. Well, honestly, if you're taking 2 years on a song, you're either not working on it much or you're really focusing on making it really awesome. You know what I'm saying? And I do take a little bit longer, I agree, but I feel like it's for the best because when I do drop a song, there's a lot of meaning behind it. There's a lot to it. And it was something that was like perfected versus, just, dropping song after song after song and just kind of hoping for like something to blow up. Like I'm not like that. I don't really care if a song blows up or not. I just want to make sure it's really quality. I got other stuff coming soon as well where I'm going to be performing places, but as of right now, I put a lot of them on hold because I'm trying to get a little bit more music out, so it's a little better for performing and all that stuff. But yeah,
So of all the songs that you've been working on, and we're going to be able to hear and listen to here soon, which one is your favorite?
I would say the song that I have with this one TikToker actually from Florida. It's like a really good pop song, and that's actually going to be the song that's going to be on MTV and a few radio stations. So that I'm actually pretty excited for that. It's like really really catchy and it's like really good. So I mean, honestly, I'm going to be I'm gonna be doing a lot with that one. So that's gonna be pretty cool because I think it's gonna be pretty big, and we're gonna try to do a TikTok trend or whatever with that. Yeah. So that's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I got some really big plans coming soon. It's just I'm really taking my time with them because I want to
Right.
make sure once they happen that it's like a big thing. You know what I'm saying? So like I gotta
Sure.
really focus on all the details and everything of everything. And a lot of times too, a lot of the stuff is very costly because there's a lot of things that you want to execute. You want to make sure that everything's done a certain way so that it gets the best benefit. So it's
Right.
just a lot of preparation for a lot of things. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm just slowly working on things, making sure everything's perfected for once it's released.
All right. Have you been doing any more dares lately? Making any more vlogs?
Yes, I actually been right now. I was upgrading like everything the last like quite a few months. Like there was even like an article I think on Disrupt that they said something about like I've been where have I been for a few months. I'm just like yeah. I know I gotta start dropping more things. But I was upgrading my computer, then I was upgrading my software, then I was learning more about certain different softwares and stuff like that. I was doing a little practicing with things. And I was, basically I'm getting right now locked and loaded to, be dropping a lot. So like as of right now, I'm working on a lot of songs, a lot of videos, and I'm getting things done to the point where I can actually do a little bit more consistent like of uploading and stuff like that. But as of right now, there's just a lot of stuff going on, so like it's just like it's a bit overwhelming. I was doing more of the learning process right now and just kind of upgrading things and everything like that. So it's just like it was kind of like also a mental health break as well. So
What has been the most difficult thing learning?
I would honestly say always trying to have really big videos. Trying to do big videos in general is always hard. Like when a lot of times there's certain big vlogs that I do that are reaching around the hour point, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little less. Those are very difficult because it takes a lot for them to be exported and to be edited and stuff like that. Because you have to have a really good Wi-Fi for editing and stuff like that. When you're doing long videos like that, you have to have really good storage on your computers and stuff like that. And you also have to be really patient. And there's a lot to it as well when it comes to exporting process, because it takes hours to export an hours long video. You know what I'm saying? Like it, especially when there's a lot compact into it, like a lot of different sounds, a lot of different edits and things like that, which a lot of times with the vlogs, I do that. So it's just, it takes a lot, and it's kind of stressful because a lot of times like things go wrong all the time, and I'm always having to do research to fix a lot of things. And but I mean, that makes that if you experience all that kind of stuff, that's really good, because you'll know how to do a lot of different things, and you'll be really like well-rounded. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been really difficult with a lot of things, because I've so far got like every problem in the book come up on me when in the process of like editing and stuff like that. But I've worked my way around almost every single one of them, so that's really good. But yeah.
What was real quick, right back to the movie? Did you have a favorite scene in the movie? Scary movie?
I would say maybe if it was the car running over scene or whatever, because that scene was like, I think the only thing that I know of. I don't know what they were referencing to that, if they were, but that was like the only thing I think was like kind of like a twist for what they were kind of doing, I think. But maybe I'm wrong. But I don't know. I think I would have to say that because it was kind of somewhat, I guess, on the unique-ish side for something that's so mimicked of everything. I don't know. How about for you?
The garage kill, I thought, was the coolest thing out of the whole movie.
I actually might have to change my mind with that one. Yeah. I forgot about that one.
That was the only part of the entire movie I actually laughed at. The fat person like, stuck in the garage.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting one. Yeah, I think that one was pretty unique out of all the things. That's probably the most unique thing out of the whole thing. Which is crazy. A small little scene like that is the most unique out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you have any upcoming news on any wrestling or?
As of right now, I've been in like a really interesting position where nobody really wants to challenge me, because I'm at that point where it's just like the people I've all went up against, I've already went hard enough to where they feel like I'm too much to go up against. So, but I did get one challenge actually, in which I'm trying to set up a date for it. So that'll be pretty cool. I hope it's a good entertaining match, and it's not like one that's like 30 seconds, which I've had some matches that were like 30 seconds. And I was just like, man, by the time somebody even sits down to watch it, it's already over. So it's just like hopefully I could get a good match with the person who wants to go up against me. So we're about to see. I don't know. I kind of don't have a lot of like hopes though, only because like it seems like lately every person I've went up against is kind of not that matched well to me. So it's like, I don't know. But I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, and somebody coming in out of nowhere trying to go up against me usually does not work well. So, because like, yeah, I've been wrestling my whole life, so it's like it's to try to go up against me, and then think out of nowhere you're gonna be just as skilled as somebody who's been doing it their whole life. It's kind of unrealistic, It's like,
right.
But I mean, hey, go for it. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but it's not likely to happen,
Do you have a favorite move?
Honestly, I actually have a signature move that I do, which is definitely probably my favorite move, which is I usually pick somebody up where they're like totally like, perpendicular, I think they call it, to, and what I do is I'll spin the person around, getting them dizzy, which I've actually learned on how not to get them dizzy, and then slam them, which really gets them disoriented, and then I can get them into whatever move I want after, because in doing that, a lot of times nobody practices spinning and, getting dizzy, especially when somebody else is spinning them. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be dizzy after. So after that, they're going to be seeing like 3 of me. So they're going to be seeing 3 of me. They're going to be probably falling over. And then I have the opportunity, because they were basically stunned. They were like stunned, that I could do whatever I want to end the match. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get to do it frequently, but I've done it quite a few times to where that's got to be my favorite moves. It's kind of funny, because like nobody really does a move like that. So it's like, because, and if they do a move like that, it's probably a little bit different, or they don't slam the person after. They just kind of do that to disorient them. But I do that and slam them. So on top of them being hurt, they're also disoriented.
Have you ever lost a match?
Yeah, I've lost a few matches actually, but I did enough training to where I've now beat those people. So at this point, they don't even want to go up against me actually anymore. But yeah, I've lost. The one person I went up against a few times actually. He beat me like twice. The first time he beat me at a decent. He beat me pretty fast. Like, I mean, it was like a minute. And then after that, I trained a little more, and we were almost tied for like a while. Like, we were just like really tied, and like we were like going up against each other and all that stuff. And he was actually getting more hurt than me though. But like, so we kept countering each other's stuff, but he was getting more hurt than me. Then the next time, I totally dominated him. Like it was crazy, because like it was actually in one of the vlogs that are coming soon. There's an introduction to spice fights, and with spice fights, it's taking a hot challenge and then going into a wrestling match. So that's pretty extreme. And we did that, and I did a hot challenge. He did a little bit of the hot challenge, and then I went up against him and destroyed him. So after that, he kind of was just like, yeah, no more going up against you. That was painful and embarrassing. And then I also, had somebody else that, would always beat me as well. And then what happened was I started to flip tires, like big tractor tires. And once I started doing that, I got to the point where he couldn't beat me anymore, because before he had the advantage because he was a lot bigger. So he was able to just like, do all these different moves, because I'm a lot smaller than he was, and he was a lot bigger. So he just had a little more advantages. Once I got to the point where I can more than match his strength, and I kind of beat him on the strength wise, his size didn't matter anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that I kind of bypassed him. But then the other person, the top contender, he does not want to go up against me as of right now, because he says that every time we go up against each other, I give him the hardest match, and his arms get really sore after. So he says that as of right now, he doesn't want to go up against me, but he said maybe in the near future. So as of right now, I kind of just have been in the spot where, like, because there's 2 ways it goes. When you're like one of the top contenders, you either get all the matches because everybody wants to beat you, or you get no matches because everybody's afraid of you. So it's one or the other. And as of right now, I'm going through the everybody's not planning on getting super injured to go up against me. So
I bet it's kind of fun though when everybody's against you. Kind of.
Oh yeah, honestly, it is kind of is, because then like when you have it to the point where everybody wants to go up against you, you kind of are like the only one getting everybody wanting a match with you. So it's just like, so you're like, I want to match you, I want to match you. It's like, all right, fine, I'll go up against everybody. Let's just give it some time. Let's go up against everybody. Dang, and I've done that actually, and actually that was in some of the previous things I've went through, like where I was having everybody challenge me, and that's where a few people out of the bunch did get the upper hand with me, and that's why I had to train more so that I could individually study how they're going up against me and how they're winning, and then be able to beat them. So it was definitely it's definitely interesting, and I'm hoping soon I can get more matches in, because it's getting quite boring, not being able to be in a lot of matches because of everybody being scared of being hurt or whatever. Like, it's pretty funny. But hey, I'm sure, soon I'll meet my match soon. So.
Have you ever thought about like maybe trying to like get a hold of a celebrity and like try to sponsor a really cool event and like have the money go to charity or something? But like something like that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that'd be great. I would do something like that. That'd be awesome. Um, but yeah, I mean, I just a lot of times it's all just comes down to time. I'm scrambling around with so much different things, and I'm in so many different stuff. It's just kind of hard to focus on one and do like big events for each one or whatever. So I mean, at some point I might do like a big event that incorporates all the things I do.
Yeah.
So like if I had like something that was like say I had a show or whatever that I was going to perform at, and then there's also like a bit of wrestling going on or something at the place, and then there's also like maybe some people with some vendors or something and merch and this and that, and then like a whole thing of things going on, you know what I'm saying? And then like also some people filming for a vlog for the day or whatever for it or whatever. It'd be pretty cool because it would be like a little bit of everything. And then maybe some of the vendors would be having like extreme things that you could try out, like samples or something like that of some things. And it'd be like a whole nice event. I mean, I'm thinking about stuff like that. Like it'd be pretty cool to try something like that. It's just, I would have to figure out a way in which I can make profit, but also minimize costs. So, for people who want to purchase like a ticket or something. So I would have to really plan it out.
Do you think you could beat Jason Statham?
That'd be hard to say. I don't know.
He's an Olympian athlete.
Probably not. I mean, I kind of see the thing is with me, it's hard to tell even with watching people, if I could beat them or not, because I don't know who to compare them with. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like I've been up against like a lot of different people, and like I don't know who to compare who with, because I don't know. I've never seen certain people go up against certain people, so it's like I can't say would this person be stronger than this person. Have I went up against a person with similar strength to this person? I don't even know if the two are different, similar in strength. Like it'd be hard to tell because I got nothing to really compare off of, especially because like people in different like industries and stuff like that, or different types of fighting backgrounds, are different. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just kind of it's hard to say, but I don't know. I probably don't think I'd be able to match an Olympian. Probably not.
What about Dwayne Johnson, since he wrestles?
I think I would give him a good fight, but I don't know if I'd win.
Right.
Yeah, I think I would make it like if it was a real match. Like if it was like he was doing WWE moves and I'm doing my own type of wrestling moves and stuff like that, he might take the upper hand in that. But if we were like doing our own mix of like type of match or whatever like that, where we could do a little bit of whatever, which is 10 more scored to what my type of wrestling league is or whatever, where we can I sometimes have people who do a mix of whatever they know. So like sometimes there'll be somebody who does a little bit of their MMA, sometimes they do a little bit of this, sometimes they do a little bit of that, and it's like a match of like more actual like strength, skill, speed, all that stuff, how good your breathing is and everything, versus like something like a WWE match where I feel like it's more like the technique, you know what I'm saying? So he'd probably beat me technique wise, but I don't know, because I'm pretty strong. I'm pretty good with breathing. I do a lot of cardio. And I'm really hard to like either pin or to slam, or in general, like it'd be an interesting match. I think it'd be an interesting match. It'd be probably it'd be like a good, almost like exhibition match. It'd be kind of, it'd be interesting. That'd be pretty cool.
I'd definitely pay to see that.
For sure. I think he would try to go to slam me. I'd probably land on my feet because I'm pretty stealthy and stuff like that. He'd probably be like, what the heck? And then it'd be like, I'd be trying something else. And then I'd probably give him some movies never heard of before or something like that. And then he would probably, get out of it or something. And then it'd be like, it'd be interesting. But like, I don't know if I would win. I honestly, plus he's definitely got more muscles than I do. So like, I don't know. Some of the moves would probably be hard to get on him because he's so big because of all the muscles he has. So like, I don't know, like, and probably weighs a lot too because of that, and he's a lot taller. So like I don't know, like that's tough. But at the same time too, because he's bigger, he might fall harder if I do get him in something. You know what I'm saying? Because he's bigger. So like I don't know. That'd be tough to say because I went up against some people with different types of like I've went up against people that were really big. I've went up against people that are smaller. I've went up against people. Yeah, I've went up against people with a lot of different weight classes, different backgrounds in fighting and all that stuff, and I've usually done pretty good against a lot of different types of people. So I think I would give him a good match, but I don't know if I would beat him.
All right. You said that you were talking to different people about different movie deals, maybe possibly doing some movie deals. How's that going?
Yeah, so honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pursue that too much, only because with a lot of the movie roles, I'm going to have to put in like 100% towards it because it's going to take a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be, you know, the rehearsing of things. I'm going to have to memorize lines. I'm going to have to, like, you know, be traveling because it's not going to be in my state. So it's like, so I'm going to have, it's going to really, really consume me. It's going to be hard to do any of the other things, which maybe that would be great for like a career step, but like, at the same time too, do I want to put everything on hold just to do something like that and then not know if I'm going to continue to keep doing them? You know,
Right.
so like maybe in the near future. I just don't know if I'm going to do that right now. I was going for it though, and I did do the interviews for him and everything like that, and I was just like, what they were looking for is kind of somebody who wants to do it almost full time, and I was just like, I don't know if I want to do something full time like that though, because that's like investing everything into one thing. I never really do that. I usually invest into like a couple things. So like I split up my time. I invest into a couple things, but that's kind of like a lot to push aside because I would have to like put music on hold, put wrestling on hold, put video content creation on hold, put medical on hold. It's just like a lot of things I don't know if I want to put on hold. So it's just like maybe in the future.
All right. What roles were they interested in casting you in? That
So
you
I was actually open to either a modeling position or acting position. If it was acting position, it would be like it's like one of the I don't know what you call it. I think like a
extra
secondary character or something like that.
supporting character?
Yeah, it's like supporting the main characters, but not like actually like a main character role or whatever. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. But or I would have done like
A
either
side character?
something like that. But like, yeah. But like, and then the other thing is too, so how sometimes like they have like fake ads or fake things in like movies. Like sometimes like it'll be like a billboard that doesn't actually exist. Like it's not like a real billboard.
Right.
Sometimes they have things like that. And I also would went for like trying to cast for like maybe even a position where they would show like, oh yeah, the greatest musician in that person's city or whatever like that. Saying on their billboard in the movie or whatever or in the show. That'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool, to have that on there, like one of the fake billboards or whatever. But in the movie to make it look like that's what's in their world. You know what I'm saying? So like that'd be pretty cool. And then a lot of people would catch that as well. So it'd be interesting. But
Are you allowed to talk about what movie that you were thinking about, but you might not do because full time?
the movie I can't, but I could tell you the one show that I was possibly thinking about, which was Chicago PD. But
That's interesting. My
yeah,
my family loves the Chicago series, and
really.
Chicago PD is better than Chicago Med. I don't like Chicago Med, but
But yeah, so I mean the movie though, I can't speak too much on that though, but the other one, yeah. Um, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna really pursue it though, only because like that, like I said, it's gonna really consume my whole time, and I don't know if I really want to put that much to it. So like I was just kind of thinking like, oh, it'd be pretty cool to be able to do that, but like that'd be only if they were willing to give me like a more of like a quick deal with it or whatever, or something that, or if it wasn't quick, it's just something that I can do part time almost like.
yeah.
But I don't know, maybe in the future, we'll see.
All right. Well, guess that's all for today. Do you have anything else you'd like to add to anybody listening?
I have a few different things that are coming soon, such as one of the things I'm doing, it's almost like a store launch. So that'll be coming soon. I'm not going to say what the items are, but just I want people to keep that in mind that soon there's going to be like a website and a place that they could purchase goods and all that stuff and products. So that's going to be pretty cool. No, it is not merch. So yeah, so that's going to get people a little bit curious on what it may be. And also I have a lot of stuff coming soon that's gonna randomly all just start popping up, and like a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my, like it is just like there's just a lot of things going on. So right now I'm in the preparation process, and like almost like what you would say is like locking and loading. So now I'm gonna be getting ready to start firing away.
All right. Well,
But yeah.
I'm happy for you, and thank you for coming on today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you having me on.